Have you ever looked at a huge bridge or a massive skyscraper and just wondered how engineers know it's not all going to come crashing down? Well, the secret is in how they test their materials. And today, we're diving into the surprisingly clever science behind one of their most important tests, bending. So, if you want to know how strong something is, you'd think it's pretty simple, right? You either pull on it till it snaps or you push on it till it crushes. Easy. So, why on earth would engineers bother with a more complicated test, like bending? Turns out, there's a really good reason, and it's kind of brilliant.
But before we can get to bending, we got to understand the two most basic tests out there. I'm talking about the foundation of all material science, just simple pushing and pulling. Now, the key word here is uniform. In a perfect lab setting, when you do a tensile test, that's the pulling one, every single atom in that material feels the exact same stretching force. And in a compression test, the pushing one, every atom gets the exact same squish. This is great for getting pure, clean data, but, the real world is rarely that simple.
And that brings us to the main event, the secret behind bending. It's not just another test. It's more like a clever two-for-one deal. I want you to picture this. Grab a rubber eraser in your mind and bend it into a U shape. Look at the top, on the inside of that curve. See how it's all bunched up and wrinkly? That's pure compression. Now, look at the bottom, the outside of the curve. It's stretched super tight, right? That's pure tension. But here's the cool part. Somewhere right in the middle, there's a line where nothing is happening at all. No squishing, no stretching. They call that the neutral axis. And that right there is the big secret. A bending test isn't some weird separate force we haven't talked about. It is literally a compression test happening on the top half and a tensile test happening on the bottom half at the exact same time on the exact same piece of material. It's an absolutely brilliant way to see how something handles both forces at once. We're about to get into why this is so incredibly important in the real world, but real quick, if you're finding this explainer useful, please take a second to like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us out. So this brings up a pretty logical question, right? If the push and pull tests give us that pure data, why bother with bending at all? Well, it all comes down to two really big things, realism and safety. First up, realism. Just think about it. The bookshelf in your room isn't being pulled apart from end to end. No, it's sagging. It's bending under the weight of your books. The beams that hold up a bridge or the wings on an airplane, they bend. This test is crucial because it shows engineers exactly how a material is going to behave under the kinds of stress it will face every single day in the real world. But there's another reason, and honestly, it's a huge deal. What happens if you try to do a pull test on something really brittle, like, say, a piece of glass or ceramic? Well, to pull on it, the machine needs to grip it really hard. And often, that crushing force from the clamps is enough to completely shatter the material before the test even gets started. And this is where the bending test is an absolute lifesaver. With something called a 3-point bend test, you don't have to clamp anything. You just let the material rest on two little supports, and then a single point gently pushes down in the middle until it breaks. It's the perfect way to find out the true strength of those brittle materials without, destroying your sample just trying to set up the test. Okay, let's bring this all home. Let's boil it all down to the one unified takeaway you need to remember. So let's recap. A tensile test is all about pure, uniform stretching. A compression test is all about pure, uniform squishing. But the bending test? That's the genius one that does both at the exact same time. And we use it for two big reasons, because it mimics how things actually work in the real world, and because it's the best way to safely test brittle materials. So I'll leave you with this question. Just look around you right now. Look at the chair you're sitting in, the floorboards under your feet, or that shelf on the wall. Now that you know the secret of bending, which one of those things do you think is secretly fighting a hidden battle between tension and compression at this very moment?